I feel so lucky that the Moshikou Street, a street where I grew up in my childhood and where my grandpa has lived for his entire life, is by far the only street in Beijing that is protected by the government. While it could have been demolished in the city planning, just like many other hidden gems that existed in the old days of Peking. As a younger generation, I think the reason for protection is because there are so many stories hidden in that street. In this hand-drafted video that promotes the culture of Moshikou, I will unfold the meanings and realities behind this Road of Camel Bell, which is an ancient street, from 4 aspects: geography, history, art and culture, and people's lives. In order to know a specific place, let's first take a look from a geographical aspect. The ancient street was located at 116° east longitude and 40° north latitude, hidden in the middle of Shijingshan district, Beijing, where my hometown lies now. This street was a 1,500 meters long commercial road. With higher ground on the west and lower ground on the east, this street's feng shui was well considered. When the rain falls, it would not store water. Moreover, it was the only route for merchants from northwest China to the capital of China, which, back then, was the Forbidden City. The street was flanked by stone walls that looked like tiger skins. There are stone roads, stone rollers, and stone wells along the street. Even more fascinating, this small street contained a quaternary glacier ruin. Beijing's first small hydroelectric power station was built here. Therefore, the street of Camel Bell was supported with electricity on the same day as the Forbidden City. At that time, it was really a piece of shocking news. Moshikou, besides its commercial purpose provided by camels transporting products to the city, also carried a lot of spirits, reflected from the amount of temples existing in this area. Chinese has an extremely long history, so does the Moshikou Street. This trade route can date back to the Tang Dynasty and has a history of at least 1,000 years. This town was given by the name of Moshikou, which was a homophone to the Chinese word knife grinder, because the soil from this street was known as the greatest raw material for making grindstones. In the past, a piece of fine grindstone could be exchanged for the same weight as Chinese dates, corn, and even wheat. In addition to stones, there was also the red clay, which was said to be the only official color that gave rise to the red walls of the Forbidden City. Due to the special geographical location, historically, businesses from all over the place converged here, creating an intricate market around here. On both sides of the road, many inns and shops gathered. Royal temples also lied in this street for sacred respect. There used to be 4 street arch buildings. The goods of the northwest were mainly coals and furs, which were transported by camels. Businessmen hung bells around the neck of the leading camel. With bells on their necks, camels came and went, creating the harmonious sound of bells. Ding-ding-ding. This beautiful sound resonated in people's hearts. So this ancient street got its nickname, Camel Bell Ancient Road. Gaining fame from all places around Beijing, this site had also become the common writing scene of many writers. Moshikou also has profound art and culture. The most amazing piece is the 570-year-old Chinese fresco in Fahai Temple. This temple bonds together the people and the nature. Built by the royal family, Fahai Temple has shown its remarkable art value by preserving murals inside the temple, which were painted by palace painters who had supreme artistic skills. Without any exaggeration, one can say that the artistic value of the Fahai Temple murals is as appreciable as the Dunhuang murals in China and the European Renaissance murals. Here in the temple, there are a total of 9 murals which contain 77 figures, including men and women, old and young, gods and monsters. They are all in different postures, showing exquisite descriptions. It was recorded that such artistic creations took palace artists 4 years and 8 months to complete. Although the workload was heavy, those artists had never failed to draw with their unparalleled skills. All murals are painted with pigments made by natural minerals and plants. People made them so carefully that those colors are still look right now, after 570 years. The most striking visual effect, I would say, is the 3-meter-high 水月观音, who is one of the identities of Water and Moon Buddha. The whole figure was so well depicted that it can be said that this painting is as beautiful and mysterious as Raphael's Sistine Madonna and Da Vinci's Mona Lisa. On the body of the Buddha, there is a white veil, thin and transparent. The veil is painted with a pattern of 6 petals. Each petal is made of 48 gold threads, as fine as spider silk. It surely took artists a long time to draw each thin and transparent yarn. In 1988, murals in Fahai Temple were listed as Chinese national treasures. The treasure on this ancient road has undergone hundreds of years of vicissitudes, patiently waiting for people who understand them. Let us focus on the present of Moshikou, on people's lives. The elder people on Moshikou Street still keep the traditional living habits, such as walking birds, playing chess, and doing morning qigong. Although everything in the street is simple, it has embodied people's love for life. Young people have built traditional homestays, bars, schools, and clinics on the street. The community center near my grandfather's house has become an old-fashioned cafe. Modern and tradition meet on the street. The Camel Bell Road now has become a calling card of the city, recording thousands of years of stories and changes, leading to more potentials in the future, building on the rich past. My grandfather was born here in a bungalow and walked through the street countless times. Now, he often sits on a stone bench, feeling the temperature of each brick, the experience of each tile, and telling stories of the old street to visitors. I suppose this is also a kind of inheritance of culture, and this video hopes to further such inheritance. As this video is coming to an end, I want to reassure you that Moshikou always welcomes you. And please look out for my grandfather, an old man wearing black jacket with traditional qigong shoes, who is always ready to take you on a time machine to travel through the history of Moshikou.